He thought he was the smartest man in the room, a smooth-talking lawyer who could manipulate anyone. He thought he could scam me, use my work, and leave me with nothing. But he had no idea who he was messing with. I gave him exactly what he asked for. And then I made it all disappear. If you've ever been taken advantage of by a boss, a client, or anyone who thought you were easy to push around, hit that like button and subscribe. Because today's story isn't just satisfying, it's personal. Let's dive into one of the most perfectly executed revenge stories you'll ever hear. I've been in the IT world for over 20 years. From building websites from scratch to managing infrastructure for an entire hotel, I've seen it all. I've worked with some great clients, and some monsters. This story takes place in a small European country. Laws here are strict about who can start and run businesses. If you're blacklisted or have a history of failing companies, you're done. No second chances. And that's important because it means revenge here can have real consequences. One of my clients back in the day was a rental business run by a guy I'll call the lawyer. Now, before I even met him, the whispers were loud. He's brilliant, but he's dangerous. He'll screw you over the second you let your guard down. He's a shark in a suit. So I went in with my eyes open. Or so I thought. He wanted a custom rental site, a full system where users could post their properties, renters could pay a subscription, and everything ran smoothly through his platform. A big job, but nothing I couldn't handle. We signed a detailed contract. Everything was in writing. I would start with the back-end infrastructure, then build out the front end after 6 weeks. Easy, right? 1 week into the back-end work, just 1 week, he calls me. I need to see the front end. Right now. I try to explain, that's not part of the timeline. It's all back-end for now, the front end comes later, just like we agreed. But he won't have it. Now, I was young. Eager to please. Naive, honestly. So instead of pushing back or amending the contract, I agree. I shift all development to front-end work. He says I can choose the design direction as long as I keep his colors and logo. So I mock something up fast, show it to him, and he hates it. He demands changes. I make them. He hates those too. This becomes my life for the next 3 months. Endless revisions. Constant criticism. Vague demands. And the worst part, he hadn't paid me a single real installment yet. Just a tiny security deposit, about 5% of the full amount. When I brought it up, he'd throw the contract in my face. If you can't stick to the deadlines, why should I pay? Finish the work, and we'll talk. The man was gaslighting me, flipping the contract's terms to his advantage, always dangling payment just out of reach. I should have walked away. But I didn't. Because I had a plan. I called up a friend, a fellow dev, and we sprinted through the backend build. In just 9 days, we had 85% of the system ready. At the same time, I wrote a little function. A failsafe. A trap. This piece of code was invisible in the system, silent until someone tried something specific. If he, the client, tried to remove my admin account without first flipping a hidden configuration switch, the system would delete the entire database. Then, it would erase every document in the web directory. Gone. In seconds. And then I waited. Revenge 1, he nuked his own system. In trying to screw me, he screwed himself harder than I ever could have. Revenge 2, that email, the fake bank message, I reported it to the authorities. Here, falsifying a bank document is criminal. he was investigated by both the police and the bank's legal team. Revenge 3, I sold the entire platform improved and fully functional to one of his biggest competitors. For more money than he ever promised me. And because of the forged document, the lies, and the investigation, he was blacklisted from ever owning a company again. Worse, he lost his license to practice law. This man, once untouchable, now lives in the ashes of his own ego. Did I lose time? Yes. Did I lose money? Sure. But the satisfaction of watching that arrogant, manipulative man implode under the weight of his own schemes, that will keep me warm for years. Some people think they're untouchable, that they can bully, lie, and cheat their way through life without consequence. But the truth is, all it takes is one person standing up to them, with the right skills, and the patience to strike when it matters. He tried to bury me, but I was the one holding the shovel. If this story gave you chills, hit that like button and drop a comment. What would you have done in my shoes? Ever had a client or boss try to scam you? And don't forget to subscribe for more stories just like this, because justice, especially the kind served cold, never gets old.